No interference on the electoral process by any interested groups or individuals.
Appealing to the security forces to move away from frauding the election process. Returning officers must be appointed on merit.
The Abau MP stressed that common roll must be properly updated, corresponding with the ballot papers.
The common roll properly done, ballot papers according to the common roll. Any excess number of common roll in any electorate, in my view, and as member of the bipartisan parliamentary committee on elections, that election should be declared failed by election again. Any violence during the burning the boxes down, declare that as failed election.
Acknowledging the role of law that plays in the societies and institutions today, everyone is encouraged to abide with regulations and instructions that deliver down from the authorities. Sepu Katemu says every Papua New Guinean have to respect the law.
Teach the people, the candidates, the voters, everybody, there is the law there. Follow the law. Everybody must have they mark it, not the tribe under the house and marking it for everybody. That has to be declared failed election.
Same by road.
Yeah. So we have to, police commissioner, commander of the defense force, electoral commissioner, you are constitutional officers. Protect the constitution. Protect the constitution.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
With the change in climate and movement of the Earth's physical structures, Department of Works is taking a step to improve bridges in the country.
Department of Works and Highways Secretary Gibson Holemba says many bridges in the country are outdated and needs to be upgraded to meet the international standard. He says the manual is a technical publication for public safety.
And to the launch of this manual is the beginning of implementation. And I direct my department to establish professional training, compliance checklist, independent review procedures, and periodic technical audits.
Mr. Holemba says climate change has affected a lot of infrastructure in the country over time, and the manual is to prevent disaster.
Existing bridges on strategic road national highway corridors in hazard risk areas must be progressively assessed and prioritized for strengthening, retrofitting, rehabilitation or replacement.
Speaking on behalf of Australian government, Heidi Gashmi says the manual has been developed with studies carried out in the country.
Covering the period of 1900 and 2009, which included 30,000 earthquakes across PNG. So it gives you a completely different picture, of what was available for the previous manual.
He says cities moved from low-light buildings to now high-rise buildings, including bridges, and the manual is to cater for development.
And through this transition, that means that there is an investment, that is happening, and basically that investment means that you need to capture the risk for that investment. And I think that, I agree with that too. So modern PNG requires the robust and nationally consistent seismic hazard and standard information.
A fellow geoscientist, Mark Edwards, also shared his take on their studies in Lae and other parts of Papua New Guinea.
Those two seminar programs were captured. We had video capture, and we produced 23 video lectures that can be used for professional development for those engineers that didn't benefit from that program, and also there'll be a resource for Unitech if they wanted to make use of it. So,
the official launching of the 2025 Reverse Seismic Design Manual for Bridges was launched today in Port Moresby at the Hilton Hotel. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Department of Works and Highways Secretary Gibson Holemba says all bridges link people to basic services and must be built properly. He said all bridges from now on must comply with the new 2025 revised seismic design manual for bridges in Papua New Guinea.
Holemba says Bridges connect people to basic services that are essential to life, and therefore it must be built to serve and save lives.
Every kina invested must produce a compliant and enduring bridge for people. Bridge links communities and districts and provinces.
He says from now onwards, after the launch of the 2025 revised Seismic Design Manual for Bridges in Papua New Guinea, contractors and engineers must comply with the revised standards in place.
We engineers must spend time doing enough research and advising funders that no, this is the best design that you should do. You can't let the cost dictate. The budget shouldn't dictate the type of structure to be built. The engineering must dictate what kind of structure to be built.
Holemba says over 1,000 bridges in the country have been assessed and many will have to be rebuilt to meet the standards.
The bridges must remain standing. The lives must be protected, the communities that remain connected, and the public investment that survive the future disasters.
He says all bridges that will be built must also be compliant and qualified by a registered engineer. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
National Statistical Officer Shirley Kali says more than 1/3 Papua New Guineans are young people aged 15 to 34, placing a very heavy strain on schools, jobs and health services across the country, according to new figures from the National Statistical Office. From census trends 1980 to 2024, Papua New Guinea's population grew 3.4 times in just 44 years. Papua New Guinea's population grew from approximately 3.10 million in 1980 to more than 10 million by 2024, according to national demographic data in the National Statistical Office. National Statistical Officer Shirley Kali said 36.6% of this population are aged between 15 to 34. Ms. Kali says the youth bulge is commonly defined in the ages between 15 to 35. She explained that Papua New Guinea's census reports ages in the 5-year age groups, which means there is no exact 15 to 35 column in the data. Ms. Kali said the closest available proximity is 15 to 34 age group, and this 36% is a demand curve.
6% is it's not just a demographic slice. It's a demand curve for classrooms, jobs, health services, housing, and every service we deliver, both in the rural and urban areas.
Ms. Kali emphasized that there is about 1/3 Papua New Guineans living in the 15 to 34 age group has remained for 4 decades and not changed.
So 33% in 1980 and 36% in 2024. 4 decades, same story. Meaning nothing has changed. 1 in 3 Papua New Guineans, any policy or service that doesn't reach them misses a third of this country.
She noted that the youth bulge is growing faster than Papua New Guinea itself.
3,695,062 people in PNG's population is the youth.
Ms. Kali further noted that while this creates economic pressure, it demands proper planning on 4 areas to manage this cohort: education skills, jobs and livelihoods, health and reproductive services, and evidence-based planning.
And the message is clear. It's clear enough. This cohort is already here. It's not a forecast. It's a count that we must plan for.
Ms. Kali urged the government, private sector and local communities to invest in education, healthcare, employment and women's empowerment. Preparations for the 2026 Mount Hagen Cultural Show are currently underway. This will be the 67th Hagen Cultural Show that will take place this weekend at Queen's Park in Mount Hagen.
The 67th Mount Hagen Cultural Show is set to commence tomorrow. Preparation work are underway at the Queen's Park Oval inside Mount Hagen City today. The major sponsor for the show is the Western Highlands Provincial Government, with a total of 500,000 kina, followed by gold sponsors and many others. One of the gold sponsors is the Pacific Industry under its Pepsi brand with 100,000 kina, of which 50,000 kina in cash and another 50,000 kina in kind. Another gold sponsor is the Goodman Fielders, also with 100,000 kina, of which 50,000 kina in cash and 50,000 kina in kind. The others include the Motor Vehicle Insurance and Tourism Promotion Authority with a total of 50,000 kina each, followed by Coca-Cola with 30,000 kina. There are also other sponsors such as Tininga, Ella Motors, and New Guinea, Highland Hotel, IRC, Nest Fund, Central Bank, CHM, and others comes with 10,000 kina each to sponsor the show. Telecom PNGS also came in with 5,000 kina. The managing director for Tininga Group of Companies, Pat Duckworth, said Tininga has been supporting the Mount Hagen Cultural Show and will continue to do that as they belong to Mount Hagen. More sponsors are expected to contribute today. The chairman for the show, Pim Mamdi, thanked all the sponsors that came in to support the show. He said more than 100 Sing Sing groups have already registered and more are expected to register today. Mr. Mamdi said they are expecting a total of 500 plus tourists to be present during the show. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Prime Minister James Marape has officially launched a new School of Petroleum Engineering at the Papua New Guinea University of Technology in Lae this week.
The Prime Minister said it is fitting for PNG given the country's long history in oil and gas. He gave the national government's full support to expand the program.
An oil and gas producing nation since 1990. Our total oil fields has been running since 1992. Our highest gas field has been firing our power since 1990. We are renowned exploration as well as production petroleum nation. To have our own university in PNG now having a dedicated school to this attracted me to this place. And I want to say you have whole of government support, Professor, to the school that you started here, as well as the other schools that you're running. We will give you support.
Prime Minister Marape said the world is changing with new technology and innovation and PNG must keep up. He also commended PNG UOT Vice Chancellor Professor Ora Renagi for his leadership and vision in driving quality education at the university.
Our countries need a president going forward into the future. The need of 1975 is not same, although some are relevant right through perpetually. Workforce need, workforce culture.
Professor Renagi said recruitment for the Bachelor of Petroleum Engineering will begin next year. He said the program was designed to directly meet the skills needed in PNG's oil and gas sector.
James Marape to launch the School of Petroleum Engineering with the offer of Year 1 students intake in 2027.
The Vice Chancellor said strong partnerships between the university, government and industry made the launch possible. He added that the new school is a direct response to national skills needs and a strong example of public-private partnership. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Ah, yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
For the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
EMTV brings to you a fresh new talk show program in 2026. Watch our exclusive interview with special guest, Honorable James Marape, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, as we discuss government programs and projects since 2019. Walk by Talk, coming soon on EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Officers from the Abau District Development Authority, led by the member for Abau, Se Pukatemu, and Chief Executive Officer Trevor Tararau, presented their DDA acquittals to the Department of Implementation and Rural Development today in Port Moresby. The acquittals detailed the report for the year 2025 and the first half of the year 2026.
Secretary for the Department of Implementation Hai Waki and Deputy Secretary Gordon Wafimbi were present and received the reports. While delivering his remarks, Chief Executive Officer for Abau District Trevor Tararau explained the reporting system they used.
Did this under the billing platform. And I'd like to thank Hai Waki and our deputy that under your leadership, we are already rolling into this billing platform system. So we were told when you come in, you only come in with your flash drive and the covering letter.
That's right.
So I got the covering letter here and the flash drive. We were going to do that.
Thank you.
In his remarks, he explained what this report covers.
Yeah, so in this report, we have the financial statements, IFMS DDA budget copies. We also have the DDA meeting minutes. And scanned copies of paid vouchers. They will do that. And also DSIQ bank statements for financial year 2025. And also month of January to December, month of January to June 2026 report.
Member for Abau Se Pukatemu also said his remarks emphasizing better governance within government departments. He reiterated that government needs a hard reset.
Country need a hard reset. Reset in policy, reset in law, reset in bureaucratic structures, but more importantly, reset in the mindset of everybody, the leader, the bureaucratic leadership, and the citizens in the country.
Sepukatemu deliberated on how the hard reset can take place within the nation.
And so when I talk about the nation needs a hard reset, the nation and all its systems, including the churches, our traditions and our cultures, our human relationships, we have to focus on how to structure the mind of every Papua New Guinean citizen, from the childhood and elementary school, right up to primary, to even universities, graduation, first year in the job.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Leaders in Jiwaka province voluntarily surrendered 6 illegal firearms, ammunition and a live hand grenade to the state on Tuesday this week. The surrender followed the Operation Kumul Peace Awareness conducted within the province after the official launch in July by Assistant Commissioner of Police Highlands Eastern and Command Clement Dalla.
Among these leaders that surrendered illegal firearms were the owner of Malalo Hin and the M&M Investment Limited. Jiwaka Provincial Police Commander, Acting Superintendent Laimo Hasi, is calling on the people of Jiwaka to refrain from keeping illegal firearms and must support the awareness to promote a free, fair and safe election in 2027 National General Election. The Operation Kumul Peace Awareness on Illegal Firearm, Surrender and Ammunition Amnesty commenced on the 27th of July 2026 and is progressing well in the province. The awareness was carried out in 3 phases with community engagement from 27th July to 15th August, illegal firearm surrender from the 16th to 31st August, and the final phase, which is enforcement of the law that will further involve Kumul 23 to enforce the Terrorism Act and hunt for the illegal firearms and ammunition in the province. PPC ASIS said they have so far targeted the local level government, presidents and ward councillors, with the community leaders, where the awareness conducted was on effects of holding onto the illegal firearm in their possession in their communities and their legal implications. Meanwhile, Police Minister Sir John Pundari said police and other support forces will concentrate entirely on the Highlands region to confiscate illegal firearms.
All get a defense belong mibla. All get a police belong mibla, yeah. You blow lenga harem good. You blow hela harem good. You blow Southern Islands, na up inside the Highlands you blow harem good. Mibla by concentrate long up. All get all brother blow mibla. All policeman na meri lo Pacific oli come. Mibla by Salimoli go lo narabla hablo Papua New Guinea. But lo Hapa Highlands region, we will concentrate there. So don't play around with us with your guns.
The police minister is now directly appealing to the people of Enga province to restore the good value of the community.
I mean all values blow you me. We have to get back to the real values of the true Engan way of life. The Engan way of life is greeting the stranger, is loving the stranger, is sharing. Engan's way of life is valuing each other as anyone would value himself or herself. We don't value each other by the power of the barrel of the gun. Anyone that talks up the gun in anger, you are not an Engan. That was never our way of life.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
2 private schools in Lae have received 100,000 kina, each in funding support from the Lae City Authority to support the infrastructure development and other school programs.
LCA Chief Executive Officer Robin Calistius presented the checks to Lae Christian Academy and the Salvation Army Academy this week. The funding comes from tax revenue collected in the city. A similar presentation was made to Lae International last week. Mr. Calistius said education remains a top priority for the Lae City Authority.
It's the first time for Lae District through LCA. We are presenting this 100,000 kina check.
Salvation Army Academy Chairman Major Kila Apa thanked LCA and assured that the funds will be managed wisely and transparently. Both schools also reaffirmed their commitment to work in partnership with the LCA.
Coming on the right timing, perfect timing for us when the school is currently going through a major infrastructure development.
The LCA CEO further announced that all primary and secondary schools in Lae will receive similar support, either in funding or infrastructure assistance. To ensure accountability, all recipient schools must submit acquittal reports and undergo project inspections before funding is fully released. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The Eastern Highlands Provincial Government has spent more than 20 million kina over the past 4 years to help each students pay for tertiary education. Governor Simon Sia said the funding is an investment in the province's future human resource.
Since 2023, the program has supported Eastern Highlands students at 73 colleges and universities across Papua New Guinea.
Institutions, that including colleges and TVET and also IDF, UOG got the bigger chunk. You got the bigger chunk.
The latest payment is 1.8 million kina for 900 students at the University of Goroka. It covers both students on campus and those studying through distance and flexible learning. Governor Sia presented the check at UOG recently and told students not to let school fees stop them from pursuing their goals.
From 5.3 million last year, it's going up to 6.2 million.
He challenged them to work hard and return to help build the province. The program started in 2023 with 8 million kina. 1 million kina allocated to each of the province's 8 districts.
25 million of education subsidies, school fee subsidies from university to technical.
Program coordinator Terry Kenneth said the assistance will continue under the current administration with plans to increase it next year.
Total forms, you attach small documents required. Now you Salim come inside. It goes through screening process, and then those meeting all the requirements, we put them aside, approve them. Those not meeting all the requirements, we put them aside.
Governor Sia said the 20 million kina investment shows the provincial government's commitment to building a skilled and educated workforce for Eastern Highlands. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Australia has delivered 2 new fire trucks to the PNG Fire Service in Lae over the weekend. The donation from Queensland government is aimed at strengthening emergency response and improving community safety across Papua New Guinea.
Australian Consul General said the endeavour shows Australia's commitment to work with PNG to build stronger essential services and regional resilience.
We're here today because we've got behind us 2 fire trucks that have been donated by the Queensland government under the provisions of the Queensland-Papua New Guinea Memorandum of Understanding between Queensland and PNG, and that have been transported here today by our Pacific support vessel, courtesy of the Australian government at the national level. We're really excited to be able to have this moment today with you, CFO, and to deliver on this commitment that was made. These 2 trucks will service our communities and improve the fire capability that we will have in our community.
PNG Fire Service Chief Fire Officer Bill Rue thanked Australia for facilitating the delivery on behalf of Queensland Fire and Emergency Services.
So they've been coming good, and with the 5 fire trucks we have started up some fire stations in provinces. And there's nothing much I could say. I'd like to thank all of Australia, the Queensland government and the Queensland Fire Department for the general support that they are showing to the country and the people. So this will go a long way in the firefighters performing and doing their job.
Mr. Roos said the 2 trucks will be stationed in Lae and Tertiary to support new permanent firefighting capabilities. Lae Fire Service Commander Superintendent said the trucks will make an immediate difference on the ground and are a welcome boost for Lae and surrounding communities. Deputy Prime Minister and member for Lae John Rosso also welcomed the donation. He thanked the Queensland government for responding to his request to strengthen emergency services in Lae. The trucks were brought in with support from the Australian High Commission, the Australian Defence Force and the Royal Australian Navy ship ADV Reliant. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund Market Report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2263 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2188, $0.3062 Australian dollars, $0.1818 euro, and 34.63 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No